And we have come to the main event of the evening, which is Jey Uso versus Ramen Noodle
So
Puso. I'm gonna just get this out of the way right now. Um, I feel like a helpless fucking sucker for Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns. For 3 matches now, I've always gone picking Jey Uso to make an upset. And every time I knew he wasn't going to. And despite all of that, hoping beyond motherfucking hope, I cheered for Jey Uso. So needless to say, in this match, the Bloodline story goes on, and I'm still in it, bro. And considering what I just said, how much of a sucker about this match I am, I thoroughly enjoy the fuck out of this match. So, what did you think?
I was out of it before this match began.
You're out of it?
I'm out. I'm out of this story.
Oh, okay. This is
I'm
perfect. All
not.
right.
I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not. I've gotten very bored with this bloodline story,
Hmm.
and
I wonder if it's because I don't just sit down and watch the show, and I watch the highlights. But okay, this is interesting. Please continue.
yeah, I just everyone like this match was so hyped, and I understand why. I just don't. I'm just not in. I'm not in the story. I'm not like this has gone way too long.
Hmm.
I feel,
I have a feeling a lot of people feel your way.
and I don't know. It's just like where does this? What does this do with anything that we weren't like? Where are we now that we weren't before this match happened? I mean, yeah, Jimmy shows up and attacks Jay, and to me, I mean, for a lot of people, it was like, why did Jimmy help Roman? I don't see it as like that. I see it as Jimmy. Well, apparently, we find out that Jimmy did this to protect Jay because Jimmy didn't want Jay to become what Roman has become
Dude, this is
because of Jay
Rikishi.
and
This is Rikishi shit all over again. I
right.
did it for the Rock.
It's just all the same. It's just all the same. It's just like they're just milking this for everything, and I'm out of milk. My udders are dry. Like they're not. I'm not. I got no milk to give
Oh my god. Somebody tell him that's
for
not
this.
an udder.
So I just I'm just not in it. I get bored now with their matches, the stories. It just yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done with the bloodline. The bloodline has yeah, it's flatline now.
The bloodline is a flat line for you now.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. I
I'll still
mean,
give it I'm still gonna give it 3 toilet paper.
okay. All right. I'm going to put that on
So
the board.
so every single one of our matches has been 3 toilet papers except for Ricochet and Logan Paul, which was
Ah,
2.
Brock Lesnar and
So
Cody was 4 and 5.
well, oh yeah, you're right. No, I didn't give it. Did I give it a 4?
You gave it a 4.
Oh, okay.
Are you changing your score now?
No, 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 that's all right.
Um, so you give this a 3. So, I mean, once again, this goes to show that if you can get people into the story, if it matters to you, you know, then it really makes a big difference. And you are out of the story, and me, in a sense, I'm out of this story as well, Because I mean, where do you go after this? So this is a Civil War stage, which it's been brewing for a while, and of course they get a lot of shows to fill, so they're gonna extend it. They're gonna milk it. They're gonna milk you dry, my friend. Um, for me, this is personal. Because I was hoping beyond hope after The Fiend got defeated for the championship by Roman Reigns. I took it personal because
Mm-hmm.
I felt like they shouldn't have done that. And I mean, hindsight, of course they should have, because The Fiend like disappeared shortly after. So of course this was happening. Um, but also that Fiend loss, and when Ramen won the title, you had two pay-per-views in a row or two PLEs in a row where it was Ramen versus Jey. And at that point we were making predictions, and I was always going for Jey. So, and I knew that not a single time, there's no way, there's no reason. There's nothing in this story that says that Jey should win. Nothing is accomplished with Jey winning here. And I'm just hoping for that surprise. So I was suckered in, just hoping that it's somebody who you never thought, and it's of course it's family, it's still family. There's still blood. So that always has a meaning, I guess, for me. Um, but the
Mm-hmm.
match itself, even as I watch it, it's still going on. As I watch it again, it's like they're going back and forth, but Jimmy's always playing from the underdog position. And I'm realizing, and I've known this, but it's like even more, it's crystallized, is that I'm a sucker for underdog stories. So
Right.
I mean, like that's just my favorite type of story, I guess.
Oh, it's your own story too, isn't
I mean, I don't know. It's still the story's still developing. Um,
it?
but I was like, I'll find myself cheering for, it's like a team if they're down. Like I wasn't cheering for New England during that Atlanta game, but when they were down that long, I was like, you know what?
Mhm.
I'm now cheering for New England. And so
Right.
this was Jey Uso versus Ramen is always an underdog story, just as is. So I was in this match all the way through. I was in this match all the way through, hoping beyond hope that Solo wouldn't show up, and I had no idea that Jimmy's gonna fuck it all up. Unlike the last two matches on this paper on PLE, the last few minutes of the match
Mm-hmm.
are fucking terrible. Not the ending, but after the ending. I mean, I guess the ending itself. Never mind. What am I talking about? The ending itself. Jesus. But it just so what happens afterwards also was just like now we're stringing it. Now we're really stringing it. It's like that's a far fetched like I did it to protect you. It's like I mean Jey Uso to me when he's by himself, I always thought that he could hang with Ramen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they had.
Right.
I mean, this match wasn't bad. It's just going back and forth. It really back and forth with Ramen cutting him off a lot. And then there's that one point where Solo was dragging, so they were out in the crowd fighting, right? Solo shows up, and then he's dragging Jay
Mm-hmm. Yep.
to the ring by the arm, and Jay's
Yep.
just like using his leg to push himself because there's no fucking way he's gonna pull him.
Right. He
And
has no
finally, he's like,
energy.
just fucking pick him up, just pick him up. Don't kill this suspension of disbelief so much. There's no way you're fucking pulling him because he's just pushing himself with the leg. But anyway,
Right.
dude, I was in this match. It was like when I was at WrestleMania, Cody and Ramen. I was so in that match, dude. I was captivated and interested all the way through. But they got me at hello, I guess you could say that. They got me before the match even started. And so, I mean, I think that's kind of the whole point. So for me, this was, I would go to say 5 toilet paper rolls. The only problem for me is the ending. Because the ending was, they're pushing it. Because really, like, if you think about this, there's no reason for Jimmy not to win.
Right.
There's no reason for him not to win. And who else to win? Just a surprise, just a shock. It's not a WrestleMania. It's Jimmy Uso. Nobody's expecting Jimmy to win. And he takes over the bloodline. And now you got, I mean, you could probably extend his story a little bit with Jimmy being the head of the bloodline. But the way this shook out, it's like, no, they're still keeping Ramen. Because he's just, I mean, he's the top of the top. He's the cream of the crop. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And so I would go with 4 toilet paper rolls for this match. I was in it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The ending was just like, fucking A. But the match itself was great. It had a lot of, it had a lot of turns. You know, it's like as soon as you think Ramen just has the upper hand, Jimmy comes back up, and Jimmy was resourceful throughout the match. You know, and then but Ramen is he's just too good. He's too good, and there's a reason why he's been on these main events. I tell you what, the most main events that I've ever watched have been that I like really enjoyed have been with fucking Ramen in it. So,
Yeah.
and that's 3 Jey Uso fucking matches, and I know it's like I'm probably in rare company here, but fuck it, I buy that story every day. I'm squirting milk. You're dry. I'm squirting milk.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be totally different if I was in the storyline, but I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, eventually I'll get back. I mean, I'll get reeled back in, but for right now, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
So, so you were out of it, huh?
Yeah, I
So this was
don't.
a long slug to you.
Yeah, it was like 50 minutes long.
That's incredible. I'm so glad we didn't. We have two differing views on it. I love it. I love it because it just goes to show that you got to get the people, and you're not always going to get everybody. You know, where did Bloodline end for you? Where was it? Where was it enough?
Uh,
Because
maybe
for me it
after
was,
Sammy
oh, okay. Because for me it was right at the end of this fucking match.
of this one.
Yeah,
Um,
you said Sammy. So WrestleMania.
uh, yeah, yeah, because then it slowly just turned into Jay versus Roman again, and we've already seen that 2 years ago. And it's like we already saw this. Like, there's nothing nothing changed. Nothing's different than it was yesterday.
Hmm.
Nothing. Roman is still champion. Blah blah. Now Jay has like gone off and threatened. Now he's done with everything. He's done with WWE, and now he's going to be off television for a while. I would assume. I don't know.
Yeah, the story went
I
to
don't know.
just fucking took a turn after this
They
during
just
this at the end.
they're rolling out pizza. They went from deep dish to thin crust, and now they're just going as like
Broccoli or cauliflower crust.
now it's just crust free.
Oh, jeez. So
It's just
lasagna
a
with no pasta.
it's just gluten free pizza.
Yeah, man. Dude, that's I'm glad. I'm glad you
And I
didn't
don't know.
like this
I don't know.
match.
I don't know what it's gonna take, like, or who it's gonna take to get me back in it all the way. So
I think Ramen. Not Ramen,
Well,
but Cody. Maybe Cody.
mm,
I mean, really, who's gonna? I mean, it might be sneakily LA Knight, but I really feel that until next WrestleMania,
I don't think so.
2024, you don't think it's gonna Ramen's gonna be the champ that long?
Oh, for sure. I just don't think it's gonna be LA Knight.
Well, never say never, bro.
That's true.
Never say
That's
never, because
true.
he's just. I mean, he's on a rocket right now.
If it does get to that point, I'll be impressed. I'll be really impressed if it gets to that point where
Yeah,
like
and
he has a realistic chance.
yeah,
Then yeah, I'll be really surprised.
and I'm just really quick. I'm right at the part now. So it's playing in the background as we're doing this reviews. I played these matches in the background, and right now is when Jimmy fucking pulls Jay out of the ring and takes his little fucking ninja mask, his little bandana off that he was wearing over his face.
Face mask.
Whatever the fuck, face mask. He reminds me. You remember? I for a second I thought it was like Retribution is back when he first pulled him out. Um, but
I knew right away. I knew right away it was Jimmy.
this is where I was just like, oh fuck, we're going nowhere. This is it. This is the end of the Bloodline story. I mean, not the end of the story, but the end of the story for me. This was it right here. And I was like, oh, what's Jimmy gonna fucking say? What's he gonna do that makes sense for this? And don't give me the
Yeah,
shit. I did it for your own good. Don't give me that shit. This is. I was hoping it was jealousy, but it's
man.
not.
I just like this is just gonna like slowly evolve into a fatal four way match or something.
The Civil War, Bloodline Civil War. It's already a civil war. No, this is where it
Ramen
ended.
versus Solo versus Jimmy versus Jay.
Yeah, this is where it ended for me. I
We'll
knew
see. I
this was
mean,
gonna happen.
let's see how you feel at the next step and
No,
see see how many toilet papers you're ready to give them. Then
no. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
we'll
But
see.
yeah. How many times we can say we'll see?
We'll see.
We'll see. Oh, jeez. Because well, what are we gonna see? So Jay's out now. We're gonna say Jay versus Jimmy, and then what? Are they gonna break up the Usos? The fuck they're gonna do by themselves?
They're not trying to like.
Yeah.
Jimmy doesn't want them to break up. He's not doing this for
This
selfish reasons.
the action he has made doesn't
He's
make
doing it to
sense.
he's doing it to save Jay from becoming
Roman.
Roman.
Oh my God.
Because Roman is such a bad guy. That's because he has this power. And if Jay gets it, he's gonna become bad too.
Once again, this is Rikishi shit. This is I did it for The Rock. No, that's just because we couldn't fucking figure out anything else better. I really thought that Jimmy would have been. That would be a great button on the end of this storyline. Just button it up. Jimmy wins and he dismantles the bloodline, and Ramen stays with whatever. It's no longer bloodline, but Ramen's still the champion. Oh, not well, not if Jimmy won. At least that would have extended it, right? With Ramen, just going through withdrawals.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, dude, but it's like, what happened? Just Jimmy. This doesn't make any sense to me, so I was out. I was like, oh, the Bloodline thing is done for me. But I was suckered in. So I really enjoyed this. I was really just, it's like, let me hope beyond hope. Let's go for it. Let's watch this
Suck
fucking
a,
match. Yeah. So we
suck
got
a, suck a,
7 out
suck
of
a, suck
10
a, suck
for the main
a.
event.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
not great.
Not great. One more than what we were. So the highest rated match we had was Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
Right.
Now, just as you zoom out, would you agree to that? Would you agree that that was the best match on the card?
Mm,
But we're not just talking match. We're talking the whole chalupa,
yeah, I guess so.
the build up, the story, the payoff.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
it was all right.
I mean, we were talking. I gave it a 5 toilet paper rolls, but you know,
Yeah, and
sorry.
justifiably, yeah.
I just thought that was like, okay, you made it very simple. I could understand it, which is not saying much. Cause like I like simple. Like I like to complicate things, so I'm a big fan of simple. You know? And the story
Hmm.
was underdog, perseverance, and Cody Rhodes after leaving WWE, even being there, just persevering through everything. Persevere, persevere, persevere. And it was really like, you know, pretty simple story, but it worked. It worked.
Totally.
Ah, finally, we're done with SummerSlam.
Da-da-da.
We did it.
We did it.
Oh, and now, are you still suffering the bloodline, or are you just you're skipping it?
I don't.
You just
Whatever
watch.
happens, whatever happens, happens now. Yeah, I'm not. I got nothing really to look forward to there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah. So sick. Wait, well, was it
7.
7? 7 out of 10. Seven
Yeah,
out of 10. Roman Reigns remains champion, and
Ramen Reigns remains.
yeah, but that's gonna do it for the Jobbers 2023 SummerSlam reviews. In case you missed any of the other ones, definitely go back, check out our reviews, and yeah, we'll keep bringing stuff every week. Um, sure to like, subscribe, everything. Check us out, www.jawbers.com. That's JAWBERS. And yeah, thank you. And until next time.
Love you. Bye.